Yo, if you ever felt like this system just suppresses your creativity, like you trying to build something dope, but you just constantly stuck in survival mode and in this survival mindset, and that shit keep holding you back, and you just super inconsistent. And I feel the exact same way. So I got some advice for you that's been helping me while I juggle everything that's in my life, and we're gonna dive deep into that in this episode. So don't go nowhere.
Yeah, let's do this. I'm trying to be one of the greatest, and my brothers say they got me, so I spit some of the latest of this hard not life of a young black creator, of a legend to be told. You gon' watch this shit unfold.
Yo, so recently I went MIA, man. If you follow me on social media, I literally went MIA. And I'm not the person to tell everybody like, hey, I'm about to be on social media for a minute. You know what I mean? Because I hate the announcement type of people. Like we know damn well you about to be right back on this month. So I don't even bother making no announcements because I'm real. I literally take breaks, and whenever I come back, I'm either doing something, improve somehow. You know what I mean? So I go and work on my personal life. So I'm not that announcement time, but maybe I need to become that announcement type of person. The people that follow me be, tapped in with my content and the work that I do. So, anyways, part of me going MIA, I literally got into a goddamn truck accident, man. Like it was crazy. It was crazy. If you didn't notice, I got in the truck accident. The actual trailer on the back end had flipped over. I was driving a set of doubles, and I had a tire blowout, and some things happened. Lost control, regained control. By the time I did that, the back trailer ended up flipping. But anybody who knows, about semi trucks and the risk that us truck drivers have every time we hop in the truck is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to make it from that and not get hurt, that's a blessing in itself. So we're gonna go ahead and clap that up. That's a blessing in itself. So even though I didn't get hurt physically, mentally, it definitely messed my head up a little bit because it could have been something fatal. I could have either got seriously hurt or even lost my life, or I could have, you know, killed somebody else or hurt somebody else. And thankfully, nobody was around me. But it just changed my mindset on a lot of things, and it caused me to get into a place of solitude. A lot of times when we become, you know, I should say, distant from a lot of people, or we become in our own energy, we be in our own space. We identify that as being lonely, but not me. You know, I used to be like, damn, I don't be with nobody for real. But I realized that it's a reason to, So I've been in solitude. I've been really to myself over the past month, but it also helped me to plan everything about what's to come. It gave me time to sit down and reflect on my life. It gave me time to really just live. I feel like we always are in a constant. We want to be in a constant state of movement and a constant state of doing everything because of social media. So when we do sit down and we just want to live, we just want to exist and be content with where we at and what we got, and we don't have to be posting everything, or we don't have to be constantly, updating everybody on what's going on in our personal life. It does something to you. Like you're like, damn, all right, just here living. But for me as a creative, it it I would say it enhanced my creativity because like I stopped working, but I didn't stop working. When you're creative, you always taking inspiration from somewhere. You always writing. I hope y'all writing and reading, and I'm still consuming shit, but like not just social media wise. Like I like to divert my attention and my my energy. So part of that, and I have to be honest. I gotta get better at setting up systems. So when I do want to do things like this, I don't come off as I don't come off as inconsistent on my social media accounts. I know like consistency is everything, but goddamn, I got a personal life too. You feel me? I'm real as hell. Like the person you see on social media is the same exact person I am. Like, and it took me a minute to just literally get there. I ain't gonna hold you, but I don't fake shit. So if y'all do see I'm not active for like a month, um, I'm trying to really keep it like a month. I used to really go months without being active on my social media. I started making content in 2022, and I know my growth can be very, very higher. Like I know I could be way farther. Number one, I'm doing everything by myself, but I just know if I didn't take those breaks, quote unquote, that I could have been somewhere. But that wasn't my goal. Like you really gotta have a goal with this shit. And my goal is just that I'm gonna get on here. It was really practice. I'm not gonna hold you. It was really practice and being creative and using my voice, getting used to being on camera and shit, which led to so many different opportunities. We'll get to more in my journey. So, back back to the main topic though. So, the accident happened. Thankful I wasn't hurt. Thankful I didn't hurt nobody else. And then, obviously, it gave me time to just sit down and reflect. But it did another thing. I was scared that I was just gonna fall off with the podcast. I just started. I was 6 episodes in, but I did some research. I'm not gonna hold you. Let me double fact check this real quick. So, 40% of new podcasts don't make it past the 3rd episode, bro. So if you got a podcast, you already started it, but right now you feel like you just not consistent enough, or you just in a slump creatively, bro. 40%. That's literally 40% people cannot get past 3 episodes. So if you got more than 3 episodes right now, you already beating 40% of the motherfuckers. You feel me? So you good on that. 60% of new podcasts quit within 6 months. So I'm not even 6 months in. I am 3 months in, with the 1 month break. So technically 2 months. But I ain't gonna be hard on myself. Goddamn, I'm 3 months in. About to be.
My nigga.
Cut that shit up. Man. So, and then only about 8% of podcasts publish 10 or more episodes. So we are already in that window of success with a podcast. So I had to literally zoom out of that thought that I had and really realize, like, nigga, you good. That's the best thing you can do about, you self-aware about a lot of shit. Half of my goddamn journey away been great. The other half been fighting battles and being stuck in a new survival mode. So I had to sit down. Once I sat down, I slept back into that survival mode where I start letting fear get in my ear, and I fell back into a lot of old habits. But it's all good because I'm human. You feel me? We human, and the thing about life and shit is we all got responsibilities no matter what. Like, I don't care if you got no kids, you still got a responsibility to show up every fucking day. We complain and we make excuses about a lot of shit that we can either do or get done, or change our perspective on it in about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But it all come with training yourself. Life is really mental as fuck. So it's like a big ass dance, and you just gotta learn to dance with that bitch. You feel me? So being stuck in that survival mode, I had to get myself up out of that. And that's the whole point of this episode. And that's why I really wanted to touch on this, coming straight back and give y'all a little background on where I've been at. It's because we are always in fear. We are always in fear. America constantly feed us fear, comparison, distractions. You know what I'm saying? And it makes you feel like you're behind in life. It's hard to be creative when your brain thinks it's unsafe. You feel what I'm saying? Like, your brain, we are operating on a brain that we needed hundreds and thousands of years ago to survive in the fucking wild. Like, we are literally maladaptive animals. You can't be creative when your mind is constantly thinking it's unsafe. And then another thing that I learned, and I taught myself, like, I had to tell myself, like, I can't change the whole fucking country. I can't change this whole fucking system by myself. A lot of us, we get in this mindset of we want to fucking change the world, nigga. We want to change everything, bro. And we got to save ourselves first. And I know it sounds so cliche and it sounds so repetitive, but when I went through what I just went through and I sat down and I really thought and I, thought about it and was aware of my thoughts, I'm like, damn, bro, I can't save everybody. I can't try to give a lot of knowledge out and shit to everybody. Cause number one, everybody ain't gonna take the shit. Everybody ain't gonna look at you and agree with you, my nigga. And then a lot of people just they like being stuck in misery. A lot of people like those trauma loops and being stuck in that because that's what they're comfortable with. You feel what I'm saying? That's why we will see a lot more successful. I ain't gonna say successful because success is definitely different for either person, but every person. But when you got people who wants to do a lot of great things, it's hard for them to really do that because your body get uncomfortable when you're doing something that's out of the ordinary. So what's ordinary for a lot of us is being in a constant state of fear, a constant state of anxiety, a constant state of depression. That's what is ordinary for a lot of us. So to break away from that is going to be uncomfortable as hell. So you can change what you consume and get your energy to, but you can't change the whole fucking system. We got to learn to dance with this bitch. It's a boxing match. Like, that motherfucker hit us a couple times, we got to swing back and hit that motherfucker right back. So that's basically how this life shit is working. And that's where real fucking freedom starts. Not gonna lie. So this is where I give y'all 3 things to just take away and leave with and ponder on. So number 1, you gotta treat your creativity like play. Like with this podcast that I'm doing, that was my mindset. And I kind of got out of that during this break because I got a little more strategic. But you gotta treat this shit like play. Like whatever it is you're doing, treat it like play, not pressure, not a job, not I gotta post every day. Think like you did when you was a kid. You gotta lead with imagination. And I feel like a lot of us as adults, we just big ass kids who grew up and just trying to figure life shit out, by the way. That's all we are. And growing up, I used to think people had shit figured out. Like, nah, bro, we all winging this shit. We all winging it. So you gotta think like you did as a kid. A lot of us is literally trying to fight back and get our inner child. That's how you keep the world greater. That's how creations keep coming. You're not creative just for no reason. You're not getting these visions because it's a mistake. No, this shit is all divine, bro. Like, you getting these visions. Some people can't see shit. Some people can't hear themselves and get in their mind. Some people can't get the vision that you get. You're a visionary, but you suppressing that shit because you're scared to get uncomfortable because you're used to the fucking ordinary of being depressed, of being anxious, being in this survival mode mindset. So imagination first. Lead with that. That's number 1. Number 2, like I just mentioned, look at life as a big ass dance. Some days you lead. Some days life take the lead in the fucking dance. But you don't stop dancing. You gotta keep dancing. You gotta flow with this shit, bro. That's it. And it's easier said than done. But if you still watching this video, that means you got what it take. Like, you want this shit too for yourself. So last but not least, we got stop being so hard on yourself. Stop being so hard on yourself. And ambitious people punish themselves the most, and I'm learning that because I am ambitious as fuck, and I'm super hard on myself. Tell yourself that rest isn't falling behind. Don't go into this new year thinking that you can't rest, thinking that whatever, if you want to watch a Netflix show one night, that's okay. You want to play a game of 2K and chill with the homies, that's good. Nigga, you good. Everybody need that relaxing time for themselves, but you can't be in a constant go mode and let this hustle culture trick you out your mental health. Rest is not falling behind in life. Get you some rest. Solitude doesn't mean that you lazy. Being by yourself, that don't mean that you lazy. when you in a space of just being content where you at right now and living and doing your everyday thing, you're not lazy. You're not behind. Sometimes you just need a space to breathe. Get it. For sure. You know what I'm saying? So if you in survival mode, you're not alone. You're not lazy. You're not falling off. You're human. You're human. And you're trying to build something in the world that those distractions in your face 24/7 that's literally trying to steal your attention every fucking day. Keep swinging. Keep creating. And keep fighting for your future. If this episode hit you, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Stay fearless. It's your host. Hold it up. Oh, fuck my name up. I'm turned. Listen, it's your host, though. It's your host. Holden Hollingsworth. And I'm out, man. See y'all next time.